In the studio with me is Sarah Gish, who has been rattling around the arts and particularly the promotion side of
That's
arts
right.
for a long time. Sarah, welcome.
Which came first, arts or promotion? I don't know.
I have a feeling. I don't know that I don't think that they had PR people for the cave drawings.
That's right. I would have been there though.
Yeah, you would have gotten in on.
Yes.
This is a very clever idea you came up with, and of course in promotion that's the name of the game is finding something that needs to be done that somebody hasn't done, and you've come out with a little book on activities for kids in the summertime.
Summer day camps and classes.
Yeah, exactly. This is a whole issue that was a few people sent their kids off to camp in the summertime, but now that both parents work in so many families, this is no longer just the territory of the wealthy classes. This is something that any family with two working parents has got to find something to do with those kids in the summertime, and to make good use of the time.
And even non-working parents too, I think, want to have the kids out the door just a little bit. So I have to put that in there too, because I find mothers that don't work or parents that don't work are doing that too. But yeah, there was definitely a need for this book, and actually the need started with me. So that's why I did this book, was for me.
Yeah,
you've
got kids.
Yeah, I've got kids, and needed. This is my third year dealing with my son, who started at 5 and now is 8. 3 years later, that adds up.
So having done the research, you figured you might as well
share it, and people were very interested in all my brochures that I had in a folder in the beginning 3 years ago, and I said, I need to do something with this, and I need to share it with others, because I'm like that, and then I thought I need to make money off of this. No, not really, but it's a good service though, and that's really what I'm trying to do, is to put it all in one place so that people can get the book, and there it is.
Yeah.
So.
And the spectrum of camps, you've brought along a couple of representatives, but they're just a couple of representatives. How many camps, and what kind of sort of give me the opposite ends of the spectrum.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's interesting because you said something about it's not just for the wealthy classes. I mean, I do list in here whether or not the camps provide scholarships. I have free camps in here. I have Houston Inner City Games does a free set of camps. Talento Bilingue does very inexpensive camps for $80 a week, which not everyone knows about. So there is, and then there's the, $300 a week camps, fencing, or not just fencing, but other things that are more expensive but really great camps. So there's a wide range.
Riding camps,
you name it. I mean,
swimming camps,
weather
tennis
camp,
camps.
there's theater camp, of course,
but we're talking mainly arts-related stuff here.
Right. And there's several categories. In the arts camp, there's Kumba House Dance Theater. There's Interactive Theater Company. They're actually going to put on a Midsummer's Night Dream, I believe, this summer. And
I know that Tuts has programs in the summertime.
They do, and my son has actually gone through that. It's really
Main
good.
Street Theater. That's the reason I know those is my son did those.
Arts.
Did
he? Yeah, Art Studio on the Boulevard. There's the Danceteria Dance Company. Claire do a School of Dance. Right. I mean, and what's interesting, you were saying that the camps have come a long way. I mean, when I was a kid in the summertime, we played with water in the wheelbarrow, and that was it. But a lot of these camps now the arts camp is integrated with doing sports and doing swimming and doing education. Yeah. So it's been real interesting.
Now, you brought a couple of friends along, representatives of a couple of the specifically arts-focused camps. Mary Lou Ellis from the Children's School of Art in Houston. Now, judging, this is not a school I know, Mary Lou, but obviously this is a year-round venture, and it's aimed at kids all year round.
Yes, it's fairly new. It started last September, and we do have a school all year round, and starting June the 2nd, we're going to have our summer art camp that runs in week increments.
So you can say we're going to do art camp for these 2 weeks, and then we're going to go on vacation, and then we're going to come back and we'll put the kids in tennis camp for.
Or they had such a good time at art camp.
Or we'll bring them back again, whatever. But it's set up so that you can do it in increments. But if one does 2 or 3 or 4 weeks that it's progressive, it's new material. It's.
Oh yes. It's our theme this summer is take a trip on a ship. And we travel to a different country each week, which is one of the things that I think is very important for children, especially most of the children that I draw, although it's nonprofit and I do have tuition-free students coming from like DePelchin and Justice for Children. I think it's important for them to learn about other cultures and the way other people think and see through doing their art, and that's why art is such a wonderful vehicle, because you can hit lots of areas like that.
Art is more than self-expression. It's learning, and can be learning about lots of things.
Yes, and in this day and time, that's very important.
Yeah, indeed. So where physically do the kids do the artwork?
Right. It's at 3103 Sackett.
So it is sort of inside the loop.
It's inside the loop. We're near Kirby, right off of West Alabama. And it's very easy to get to from 59 or any of the other freeways.
You have your own website, so if people are specifically interested in the Children's School of Art Houston, that's csah.org, csah.org. Your camps start how soon?
June the 2nd is the first week.
Mm-hmm. And run pretty much all summer?
Until the middle of August.
The middle of August, when the schools start up again. And then you go back into
our regular semester. It's 3 sessions each semester, 3 6-week sessions each semester.
Sounds fascinating. And of course, you can find out about the Children's School of Art Houston programs, their summer camp programs, and so forth, either from their own website, csah.org, or from Sarah Gish's little book, The Summer Book 2003.
That's right.
Now you're going to be introducing this book, having a little. I don't know if it's a book signing.
It's
or
a
not.
celebration. People have asked me to sign the book, and I think that's kind of strange for a directory, but I'm happy to do it. Absolutely. I'll do anything for my fan base. But we are doing a book celebration, is what we're calling it, because it's not even a camp fair. I mean, we can't quite do that with the Blue Willow Bookshop. It's a small space.
Yeah,
it's about as big as the studio in the non-book area. So I've gotten flyers from several camps already, and I'll have hopefully a huge stack by the time I get there next Tuesday. And so I'll have camp information. And I plan on being there to sort of be, not to sign the books, but to be the camp counselor, so to speak, because these are my babies in this book. There's almost 200 camps, and I know so much about them. I haven't always, like these women today, I'm just meeting for the first time, but I've met them, via mail or email or something, or their website. And I can, if someone tells me what their child is like, I can at least steer them in the right direction.
Have you have you been able to get recommendations to sort of do some background checking? I mean, it's easy enough for somebody to say, I've got this camp and this is what we do and it's great.
You mean to see if they really exist?
not only that they really exist, but do they just warehouse the kids, or do they really do what they say they're going to do? The quality of the quality of the work.
That's an interesting question. I decided not to get into a judgment with this book, because that's a libel issue, and I do not want to do that, and I don't want anyone mad at me. I just want to list the information that's out there. So
one should make
check
one's
that out.
own researches and really
right.
check them out.
Yeah.